Hey everyone, Brendan Snyder here. Who's this guy? Anthony Coviello joining me. Sound exchange session, of course, you guys. We got an interesting topic today, kind of on the fly. Came up with this one while being here. I'm just, of course, hanging out, shopping, as I always like to do when I'm in the store. I don't come down here just to film, but it's a nice
Sunday.
benefit.
What else are we gonna do on a Sunday?
Well, exactly.
This guy's on vacation.
That's what I thought. You know, what else am I going to do? Come down, hang out with Anthony. But one of the store regulars, Derek, came in here. Hey, Derek. And he's big glam metal fan, so right up my alley.
Does Derek watch your videos?
I don't know if he does or he doesn't, but he's going to be in this one. But he's always asking for recommendations. And I know he's a big glam metal guy, so I went around today and I pulled out of the used CD area a bunch of glam metal albums. Yeah, 5 or 6 or so.
That's just the used, and then you got like 3 or 4 new
ones as well. And they're all ones that, as I'm going through it, I see them and I already own them, so I can't buy them again. And it's like I want to give them a good home. And that's what I always feel like. So I was thinking it's sort of like, you know.
Is that why you knew exactly where all the shit was and where it was?
Yes, exactly.
You touched it how many times?
Oh, God, hundreds.
And you wanted to take home a second copy?
All the time.
And not just so you could have a second copy, but also so one day you could find somebody who wants it and say, here it is. You need this.
I know. And I kid around all the time, but I'm like, I want to create a little area in the back for Derek where I can just start stacking stuff up for him because I come across this stuff and I'm like, oh my God, this would be somebody who loves glam metal would love this thing. I can't believe there's a copy of it here, you know? But I was thinking about it and it's like working in a record store is kind of the same thing as like working in a pet store. You know, you're looking for a good home for these albums. You're looking for a good home for the quote animal, you know, so to speak.
Somebody traded these in today, original pressings.
Yeah, and you want those to go to a good home.
I don't want these to go to a shithead who's going to buy them because they're original collector crap. I want somebody that's going to love these and play these. And I know the guy.
Right, or not just resell them.
So do I want to put these on the floor? Probably not. I'm going to hold them until my, a friend of mine, a friend of the store comes back from his vacation and say, Bri, I saved these for you because I know this guy's going to play the shit out of them. He's going to love them. Yeah. He's going to share them with his daughter and his wife.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
It'll be
awesome.
Thing. I know. You held for me the Led Zeppelin box. You guys have seen it because I showed it to you that had all the replica
Same guy
covers.
That actually traded in those. Traded in the Led Zeppelin box.
He's floating around here behind us. There he is. That's the guy that sold it. I only just found out today that Mike was the one.
But Mike wants his shit to go to a good home too.
Yes, and you saw that and you said, this is right up Brendan's alley. I didn't know anything about it. And you're like, here, man, I think you're going to be interested.
And you were kind of like 50-50 on it, and then you saw...
When you explained what it was...
The different sleeves.
Oh my God,
That all came as... So you could take the CD and dress it up like a Barbie doll.
Yeah. I know. I was like... It's like paper dolls, right? You used to play that, and it was like you can change out the album cover to the one that you want. I know, right? It is kind of like that. I was playing...
It's horrible.
Playing with paper dolls, swapping out album covers and shit.
Led Zeppelin 1 and In Through the Outdoor. You're going to go home. I hope you go home today and do it.
No, I love that thing. It was so right up my alley.
That's awesome.
And Mike's asking me, he's like, what are you going to do with that thing? Well, I'm just going to fucking stare at it.
I'm just going to stare at it.
Because I'm not going to play it. I've got 3 copies of those things. I've got the recent reissues that are the 2 CD editions. I've got these now, and then I've got the original ones.
I'm going to come to your house when I get out of here today. I'm going to swap sleeves.
Right, so that I don't know, right? Change it out on me so it fucks with me. I'm like, no, that's not my favorite one. It's got to be in this one.
But finding a good home for your stuff.
Yeah.
It's got to mean something to somebody. I don't want it just to go... anything we sell in here, I don't want it to go to some guy who's just going to...
Resell it.
Or hang it on his fucking wall.
Yeah. I mean, there's people I run into that talk to me about, oh, this album is valued at this. I can get this much for it online. And it's like, that's not what this is about. You know, there are people that are just buying stuff to resell.
And then all it does is drive the market up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that just makes it worse for all of us who want to experience what's within that.
What it actually is.
Yeah, within that disc.
The music, right? Now, I had another video that I posted that was things I hate about CDs, where I vented about the packaging and the issues, digipack versus jewel case or slip case and all that sort of stuff. And it was a little tongue-in-cheek. Obviously, I love CDs. I got 12,000 of them, right? But with that, the idea that, the CD itself being what it is, And oh fuck, I can't even remember where I was going with that now. I totally lost my train of thought.
I was watching you do things with your hands, and I was picturing pulling records out and pulling CDs out, and I was picturing all the different ways that they were producing the CDs. And then I was thinking about all the versions of the shit you hate, and I was thinking about all the versions of the shit I hate. So I was following you, but I was lost per
what
phrase.
I was actually doing. I had a really good point to make there that at some point will probably pop back into my head.
It's because you're middle-aged.
I'm middle-aged.
It's starting to go away.
Well, in our last video, you kept mentioning that we're a bunch of middle-aged guys. We've gotten older, and that's why we feel the way we feel. We're becoming, quote, that guy. And I was like, what the fuck is Anthony talking about? I'm not a middle-aged guy.
And then you got home and looked in your mirror and went, holy shit.
Well, I thought about it, and I realized...
Did you weep a little bit?
A little bit inside, yes.
Nothing came out the duct?
No. But I never thought of myself as a middle-aged guy. But yeah, I'm 48. Of course I'm a middle-aged guy, absolutely. Yeah. I just don't feel it. I don't think about it that way. I know somewhere that I was going with that point that I was trying to make was the passion and what it is, the music of it. And that, I even though I'm 48, man, I still feel like a young kid with the music that I buy, that excitement, that passion, that love.
It's the excitement.
Yeah.
The adrenaline, the endorphins, all the bullshit that they tell you gets released into your bloodstream.
I find that album, when somebody comes in the store and they're talking to me and they're like, oh man, you talked about X on your video and you love it.
Like the band X?
No. I was using
What's up, buddy? You all set, man?
As like a
He's
placeholder.
making a video, you gotta be quiet.
No, you can talk in the video.
You can talk.
Talk in the background. Your father does it all the
It's a
time.
record store, yeah. He's always talking during our videos.
And you watch some of these videos, you hear your dad.
Right.
This was on top of Maiden.
What is it? Oh, Ingve.
Mountain,
It's a W. Does that bother you? It should be a V.
It came out
Ingwe. I like saying Ingwe, not Ingve.
This was inside the Unruly Child album. It has no business being there. I took it out.
That is strange.
Yeah, because there's nobody in the band that is part of the Ingve Malmsteen.
I don't even know who would have put that in there.
What's his name? Ted.
No, because that's an under handwriting.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
No, that might have... Well, whatever.
Okay, that could have been somebody. Well, but anyways, we found the Unruly Child a good home. That was another one.
Yes.
So I found that one in the bin for Derek actually also, and then for whatever reason this was inside it, and I meant to take it and actually put it with Ingve Malmsteen.
Well, we can still do that because you're still a Malmsteen.
Right.
And now, just for shits and giggles, this has nothing to do with the kind of music you like, I like, or he likes. This is just finding a good home for all music.
All music.
Everything.
Yeah.
So, and just if you are stuck in one genre, or you're stuck in multiple genres,
variants.
it's always good to have some kind of a knowledge of everything. So this way you can
go into those different areas, and that's why when these guys know it, but I film a video called What Just Dropped, and it's all about new releases. I always throw in stuff that's outside of my wheelhouse, things that you talk about I know nothing about, and I'll put it in there. Kate Clover, by the way, somebody was asking what's the artist that has 2 albums out that Anthony loves, the female artist. It's Kate Clover. And so she's
on tour with somebody who gives a shit. You go see Kate, and then you can go home if you want. But Kate Clover's on tour on the East Coast in October. I'm going to go see her in Philly on the 3rd.
That's awesome.
I would see her on the 4th in New York, but I can't because Long Gone Day has a show. Go ahead.
And I was just going to say, but see, I talked about that in the video, and somebody was interested in it, wants to go check it out now.
Check out Kate Clover.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know when I came in, and you had the albums, the CDs, and you're like, hey, anyone interested in these kind of things? And I think you were playing it. I can't remember now, but I decided I got to grab one of these things.
It's cool.
Yeah. And I mean, you do that all the time where you take the stuff, you post it on Instagram or try to get the word out. Like you said, you'll have stuff there. You take photos, you send it to me sometimes. Hey, just came in. Are you interested in this? It's like you're always looking for the stuff to go to a good home.
It's not only does the physical piece need a home, right? Because now this is kind of same, but brings it into a broader spectrum.
Right.
Sometimes the artist needs to find a new audience.
That's true.
Any
audience. That's right. New. Somebody that wasn't into it back in the day, but they are now, or they're in that field, that genre, that
Say
area.
you believe in something so much, you hear something and it moves you so much, you're just thinking, even if this person touched me and all I want to do is, just sounds right, all I want to do is touch like 2 more people.
Right, I want to touch someone.
I want their
no means no.
Maybe this will spark an ignition, or just ignite something in life, like it did for me. So I want to share that.
Right.
So that's where the Kate Clover thing comes in.
Yeah.
You all set?
Yeah.
So sometimes, I mean, I guess in conclusion,
Yeah.
it's just if you believe in something, pass it on.
Absolutely.
Find things a good home.
That's right. And people love talking about music and sharing that sort of thing, and that's what that is. It's passing it on, man. It's don't force it on someone. As we always say, man, no means no.
No means no.
If you don't like it, it's okay.
Yeah.
Right?
You
But
don't have to like it.
But in talking to people about that and turning people on to new music and getting those albums that should have a home and into that new audience, I mean, that's just, it's a killer thing. I mean, when you're a fan and you see somebody else get turned on to it and explore it, it's a wonderful thing. Yeah. All right, everyone, thanks for tuning in. We will catch you next time on the Sound Exchange Sessions. See ya.
Take Clover.